My name is Tanya Cook, and I am a certified Arise Interventionist. And so let me just tell you what intervention is. So intervention is really just a way to be able to approach an individual in a non-threatening, a non-shaming, a non-blaming way to address addiction issues, whether it be drugs, alcohol. Sometimes it can even be mental health issues. It's a way to get them to help. Sometimes that's treatment, sometimes it may be something else. Most of the time it is treatment. And so, there's no rule book on this. A lot of people don't know what to do. And so what I do is I go in and I help families. I facilitate. I work with the families. I learn as much as I can about the situation. I prepare the families. And then I help the families actually have that conversation with their loved ones. I help them do it in a kind way, in a loving way. I make sure that they understand what addiction is. With the Arise method, which is what I'm certified in, it's actually evidence-based. It's outcomes-driven, and it's kind of a process. But it's a good process because it's holistic, is what it is. So I'm not there to just help that individual get the help that they need. I'm there to heal the family. Because the truth of the matter is that when our loved ones are sick, we become sick too. So when our loved ones are sick, we become sick as well. We may not realize that, but we do. Things begin to break down in the family. And honestly, what I try to teach individuals and their families is that in some cases, this is no one's fault. This could come down through the generations. We hear people talk about it being a family disease. Yes, it is a family disease. It's also, there's a big component that's called environmental. That environment could have started 5 generations ago. A lot of the work that I do is I actually will draw out a picture of 5 generations, if there are 4, whatever I can get, to actually look at what's the story. It's storytelling is what it is. It's storytelling. So what's the story of this family? The oldest of the generation, they're the keys to the past. They're going to be able to give us that information. The youngest of the generation, they're the keys to the future. And what I mean by that and why that's important is because, yes, the person of concern, the person that's brought us together as a family to even have these conversations, we need to get them help, okay? So we're never going to lose sight of the fact that we need to get them help. But what we also want to do is we don't want to have this keep going down the generations. So we need to be very interested in the youngest of the generations or even the generations to come.